I do live in a flat, yes. It almost feels like you're being extorted.
I see all the battery, solar solutions, and it's just like, I'm renting in a flat. There's nothing for me.
What can you do?
Kind of it. What can you do? So this is really exciting. That's something I can do.
I live in London. The vast majority of the housing stuff that I can afford is a flat in a house. Not a house.
Have you seen anything else here that's appropriate for a flat? Or would even work?
No, not really. I would say so.
So me personally, more about the cost saving, but I am conscious about the green and we've got two boys, so for the two boys, obviously in the future generations, the green that's coming to.
For me, I think it's probably mostly around money saving.
Do you have a time to use tariff?
Not at the moment, but if I had if there was enough, if I was saving enough money, then I would make that.
Camera equipment, I've got drones, I've got video equipment, I've got lots of drone batteries.
Yeah.
They take up quite a bit of power.
How often do you charge
I've got a portable power station that I'm going to charge as well.
Did you have any kind of energy saving hacks?
We had a lot of energy spending.
You don't want to invest too much in where you're renting because you're moving on.
12:30 at night, the tariff changes till 7:30 in the morning. Which is, obviously difficult because that's when we wouldn't be cooking, for example, at that time.
Really about demand management, so like, maybe being a smart meter, maybe something that turns something on or off. But that's really hard.
Going all in on some sort of ecosystem where I can nerd out and start controlling all of my appliances in one go. But just don't really have the free time.
This last winter was particularly sort of cold and expensive. I did a lot sort of trying to seal gaps around window frames and door frames and time the washing machine to come on at about early hours of the morning. I run a dehumidifier in those sort of that whole peak time, but that window's quite small.
There's obviously a return on investment to consider. I have to make an investment, but I want to make an investment that makes a material difference.
Did you find anything appropriate around here?
Not around here so far, but haven't seen. But we're sort of quite impressed by this one. Sort of very sort of stylish. It certainly is something I've been looking at. Yeah, sort of trying to charge batteries sort of in the cheap periods to run certain things.
This is the first time that I've seen like a battery that I could actually certainly the fact that I can plug it in the wall. And I don't have to go out and spend like 500 quid for an electrician to do it for me.
I think it's a really good concept. Obviously, a lot of people are going to have limited storage, so just to have something a lot smaller that takes the edge off it.
In terms of size, it's good, because that can just sit on your desk somewhere, and sort of looks on it. It seems a bit crazy. It's just sort of plugged into the wall. That's a little bit unreal to me, but we talked about that. That works, and then if it just puts power on the flat, that's really good. That's really easy, and then take the window at the end. I really like that idea.
So one of my batteries can work well, right?
One of them would work well, yeah.
Very amazing. I saw this really small unit here. I was like, what is that? Is that a speaker? No. It's something to do with helping the environment, which I'm all for, and saving money.
And the pricing, what do you think that seems reasonable?
I think pricing is always a sort of, at least I think on like return on investment. And then upfront capital. So how long is the payoff? How likely is it to last? And so if the payoff is sort of 3, 4, 5 years, it works out.
You just plug it in. There's no crazy setup that you have to go through. And you're helping the planet, so it's win-win. Absolutely. If I lived in a flat, there wouldn't be a question. I think it's, like I said, it's simple, it's small. And when my friends come over, I could brag about it.
Let's do it.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you.